Hi everybody, this is Dan Talk Sense, and today I'm going to do a full review of a fragrance from the house of Mercedes-Benz. It's called Club Black. Now this fragrance got 2 thumbs up from Ashton from the channel Gent Sense. It also got really hyped up by Joy Amin, so I'm quite excited about giving you my thoughts on this fragrance. In today's review I'm going to give you an idea of its performance and projection, different fragrances that I feel that this is close to, and I'm going to make a conclusion at the end on whether I think you should go out and buy this fragrance. So if that sort of content would interest you, please stay tuned. So we'll crack on with the presentation straight away. If we look at the packaging, nice black box, Mercedes-Benz Club Black on there in silver with the Mercedes-Benz logo on the lid. The bottle itself is something else. If you look at this, I think it replicates the wing mirror on the Mercedes-Benz car. It's a fingerprint magnet, but it's really stylish and classy and slick. If you look in there, you see the dark juice in there, which I think is a nice touch. That's where the juice sprays out. You've got a button there on the top, but really slick, and this is a nice bottle to add to my collection. It will look really nice on the side in your house or on your shelf, but really stylish bottle, and I really like the presentation. So in this one we have ambrox, benzoin, woods, vanilla in the base, jasmine and incense in the heart, with bergamot in the top. So guys, from the note breakdown you'll see immediately that this is going to be a sweet fragrance, and you'll be right in thinking that it's a vanilla dominant scent without doubt. It reminds me of a number of fragrances which I'll go through. I've not smelt as many fragrances as some other people, but I've smelt quite a number of fragrances, and this reminded me of one which was from the house of Salvatore Ferragamo Umo, and the one that smelled of tiramisu. Really rich dessert smell, and one of my colleagues in work wears that, and it did remind me of that because it's got this like kind of sickly sweetness to it, but in a nice way. Whereas the Ferragamo one smells quite synthetic to me, a little bit cheaper than this one. This does smell of a higher quality, better blended, and a bit richer and thicker in the air. So it did remind me of that one. It reminded me a little bit of Tobacco Vanille because you've got the combination of the smokiness and the sweetness of the vanilla. That is also a vanilla dominant scent, but for me, where that goes in the direction of like expensive candles and prestige sort of scent, for me this is more of a dessert gourmand type fragrance, so it goes in a little bit of a different direction. The smokiness from the incense works really well with it. And it did remind me a bit of Maison Margiela by the fireplace, because that's got the combination of sweetness and smokiness. That's replicates a campfire and marshmallows over the campfire, and this reminded me a touch of that because that incense gives it a nice warm cozy feel to the fragrance, and makes it really nice. So in terms of scents, there's a couple others, cheaper ones that it reminded me of. If you have the tobacco collection from Zara, you've got the rich, warm, addictive one, you've got the dark, exclusive fragrance, and you've also got the unexpected, sweet, spicy ones from Zara. They're solid releases from Zara, but in terms of performance and projection, you'd only get about an hour or two out of them. With this, the performance and projection are absolutely fantastic. So with this, I put my fragrances on about 8:30 in the morning, and I work from 9 to 5. And with this one, I was still smelling it with a nice scent bubble at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So in terms of projection and performance, this is well above average. In the first 2.5 hours, this has got really good projection. So I walked into a room full of people, and there's a number of people in there who start to say, oh, it smells really sweet in here, really nice. And one person cottoned on that it was me that was wearing the fragrance and said that what you're wearing is really nice, it smells really sweet. I was also outside talking to 2 females, and one of them said that I smelled nice. She said that I always smell quite nice, but the one I was wearing on that day smelled really good. So I was like, felt really good. I thought I've got a good one here, because even outside as well, it's quite chilly. This was cutting through the air. And I got a nice compliment. There was also one of a random comment. Somebody said that I smelt of custard, and I think it must be like the vanilla custard you get. I think it's Madagascar custard, and that will give you an idea of what it smells like. It's like a rich dessert type smell, but quite classy and nice. It doesn't smell synthetic really to me. In the first spray as well, sometimes fragrances you get like an alcohol burst, but for me I didn't really pick up on that too much. I think it smelled quite good and natural from the off. Bearing in mind that this fragrance, brand new, is about £50. I think that that's well worth it. I think if you could go on Latino and pick this up for 50 quid, I think if you like vanilla, for me it's a no-brainer. I'd pick this up. If I was to give you a conclusion on the overall decision about buying this fragrance, I'd say if you like vanilla fragrances, if you like Spice Bomb Extreme, for example, some people have said this is like Spice Bomb Extreme minus the spices. I wouldn't quite say that. I think that, but I can see where they're going with that sort of explanation and that comment. Wherever Spice Bomb Extreme has got the cumin in there and the spices, this is predominantly that creamy vanilla. And if you did like Spice Bomb Extreme, I think you would enjoy this as well. Really, really solid. If I do a conclusion on fragrance about whether you should buy it, there's a number of factors. One is projection and performance. This gave really good projection in the first 2 hours, and in terms of smelling it, in terms of performance, I could smell it all day around me, and even at 3 o'clock, I've been wearing it for 6, 7, 8 hours, I could still smell a moderate scent bubble around me. So really well above average in terms of performance and projection. Presentation wise, this will look really nice on your cabinet and with your collection. I think that they've done a sterling job with the presentation. The juice looks really nice in there in the side. Price wise, I think that 50 quid for 100 mils is really good value, but you can also get this off discount sites. I managed to pick this up. I was lucky. I managed to get this for £26. Bearing in mind there's 100 mil in there. What a steal. So I got this off a buy swap group, and if you're in the UK, I would join Fragcom UK or Fragheads. Really good in pages, buy and swap, good sellers on there. You can pick up some bargains, but wherever you are in the world, there are these different buy sell pages for fragrance enthusiasts, and I'd advise you to join them. I think they're more trustworthy than eBay and Amazon, although I have picked up some good deals on those sites. It's more trustworthy, I think, when you've got some reliable sellers in groups with good reputations. So that's what I would do if I was you. So for me, if you like vanilla, you like gourmandy fragrances, without doubt buy this. This is going to be suitable for the winter. It cuts through that cold air. It smells warm, cozy. It will get you compliments. It got me. I didn't get any real negative comments. All positive when I wore this, and I've only been wearing this a couple of days this week. So to get 3 comments about it in the same day is quite good for me, and I've never really had that before. So for me, you got the compliments. You've got performance projection. It's well within people's budgets as well. If you like vanilla, gourmandy type fragrances, this would be right up your street. So for me, solid release from the house of Mercedes-Benz. Really, really good quality fragrance. They do have reputation, car companies, for not producing good performing fragrances, but this breaks the mould. I'd like to thank Ashton and Joy, because this is what I think Fragcom and YouTube fragrance reviewers should be about, is highlighting these bargain fragrances and these hidden gems in the community. There's no way I would have been able to get, smell this or get an idea of it really myself, because we have shops like Boots and Debenhams in the UK, but you got the mainstream fragrances in there. I don't even think you'd see these in Selfridges and places like that in the UK. The only way that you're going to know is through trusting people in Fragcom, like the YouTube reviewers, because you couldn't really smell them yourself in the shops. But for me, I'll tell you guys, without doubt, if you can get your hands on this, go and do it. A superb release, and it is a hidden gem. I think there's not many reviews out there on this fragrance, and so I hope this has been helpful to you all. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I kindly ask that you hit the subscribe button down below. There will be more content like this on the way. And give us a like, please, if you enjoyed that video. It always helps as well. Let me know if you've used any Mercedes-Benz fragrances before and what your thoughts on the house are, because I would be interested in trying some more from the house now after trying this one. Really impressed with it. And finally, wherever you are in the world, look after yourself, stay safe. Hopefully we'll get out of this horrible COVID situation soon, and the vaccine will be out there and we can all get back to normal and start meeting up with people in Fragcom and doing excellent stuff. So stay safe, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll speak to you soon.